recording, girls. We will take writing. We'll continue writing a research paper. I shared
Miss, did you correct all the homeworks? The writing?
I didn't correct all the homeworks. I in the follow-up sheet I check who answered the homework, but the writing hasn't finished yet. When I finish it, I'll resend it to you through WhatsApp like previous time.
Miss,
Yes.
Will we write today the research paper essay?
Yes, you'll make a research. Yes.
Today?
No, not today.
I mean, the homework for today, is it going to be? No?
Not yet. We haven't started yet. Okay. Do you see the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Yes. As I said to you girls, why do I care a lot about research paper? Because it's academic paper. And it needs lots of depth research work. And girls, when you go to college, you'll be asked to write a research. It will not be written in a page, 1 page, 2 pages. No, it will be, you'll be asked to write a research of 10 pages. Okay, the master, girls, the master or a PhD, it's a research. Okay. So research paper is a type of academic paper. It's very important, and what I will say now will be useful for you in the future, because in the future you'll be asked to write a research paper, but they will not tell you how. So she will say, the doctor at college, she will say to you, or he will say to you, write me a research of 20 pages on the stock market, for example. And you haven't ever practiced on writing researches, so and even if you are a good one or an excellent at college at your field, but writing a research and you present it to the doctor represents you. When you write a research, it represents you. Okay? And you'll be asked to write a lot of researches, guys, or make them. Not write them, papers, make them on Word and present it to the teacher. Okay? And it is #1 academic paper you are asked to. So the process of writing a research paper is complicated and time to taking, it takes time. And it contributes largely to a student's grade. Okay? If we are at school and we are to graduate and you are asked to make a project for graduation, it will be research. It requires a strong communication and research skills to learn the art of paper writing. However, if you are confused about how to start the writing process, you follow the proper steps. A good research paper must follow a proper structure and format. The first important step in the writing process is to start your paper perfectly. Read the guidelines to start early. You do not wait. Start early as much as you can. Brainstorm to choose a research paper topic. Choose wisely. Conduct research and find relevant material. Relevant topics. Organize your research and prepare an outline. Create a strong thesis statement to start from the main body. Here, understand the paper requirement. The first step requires a proper and thorough understanding of the assigned topic. You have to understand the topic well, girls, and this is a problem in your writing test, that when we ask for a specific writing, you do not read it well. So if I want you to write about something, wait a minute, girls. Okay. If I want to write about globalization, it's a very broad topic. Narrow it to know how exactly you will talk about this topic. For example, it will be globalization in a specific country, how they apply it in country. So at the first step, require a proper and thorough understanding of the assigned topic. You have to understand what you are required to write about. It will help you to complete the assignment successfully and easily by following all requirements. Read the instructions carefully. If you find something confusing, clarify it with your professor right away. Okay, if you do not get the idea very well, ask, what do you want me to write in here? Understand the main purpose of the research paper. It may include informing people or encouraging them to take a certain course of action. Then identify the deadline, word count, submission method, and formatting style. Make a list of the key points that you need to cover. All of that, what are you doing? All of that, you are understanding the paper. You understand the paper requirements. What does the paper want from you? Okay?
Yes.
Yes, you're muted.
Yes, dear. I was just muted because my daughter spoke. Okay. Then, we finish this. Consider sorry again, guys. Consider the target audience. Who is your audience? Your classmates, your professor, a newspaper, school magazine, university newspaper. So this is the most crucial step. You have to be aware who is going to read your research paper. Wait a minute, Grace. I'm sorry again. I'm sorry. Who is going to read your paper? Okay, because their knowledge and expertise level can influence the following elements: the author's writing style, word choice, the type of relevant information. So if you are writing to your classmates, it's okay. But if you write to a professor for your master degree, inshallah, you are writing to a professor, so he will analyze each and every word you say. He is an expert in this field. So your writing style should be different. That's why we practice writing formally. Why? Because writing formally is harder than writing informally. So we start writing formally from now, so we practice, we know how to write formally. How to choose the words, the word choice. And the type of relevant information, the information that will be included in my research paper should be relevant to the topic. How can I get the information, the relevant information? The research, the searching process is so difficult, girls. Choose the right research paper topic. What if you are free to choose what to write about? What you are free? Your doctor at college said to you, write me a research paper. So you have to, and she didn't assign you a specific topic. You have to assign it yourself. Brainstorm ideas to choose the right topic for your research paper. Most students are often assigned to their topics. Nevertheless, if you are given the opportunity to choose a topic yourself, choose it wisely. If the teacher will not assign it to you, choose it wisely. So not write about anything like this. Discuss with your professor or the teacher or subject specialist to figure out a unique approach. How can I approach this topic? Why again we care about this topic? Because in other schools it is to graduate from school, to graduate from college, you have to give research. It is number one job to do at college, girls, is to write research. Try free writing that can help in narrowing down a broad topic. If you write about stock market, try to narrow it to shareholders, to only discuss the shareholders. Apart from this, you can also get inspiration from other research work in the master and PhD, you in the masters and PhD, you take ideas from other doctors too and other master holders. Some research papers include ideas for other, but of course you have to mention, as we said previous time, citation for other topics in the discussion and recommendation sections. Okay, think of something challenging that will interest your audience as well. So new topics, new ideas. It will help you stay engaged with while conducting research, as you are sure to discover new things and enlighten your audience with new information. Similarly, don't select too technical or general topics. Instead, choose an original and specific idea that it's possible to research also. Keep in mind and stay focused on the criteria of your research paper while selecting a topic. So here to choose a right research topic. Research paper topics: can different generations work in the same place? Can social media marketing help to improve the brand image? The creation of particular learning methods for blind children? A link between mental health and child obesity? The death sentence should be activated in every country of the world. So these are researches. You have to present, you are unbiased. You do not take a side. You do not say, yes, social media can affect the brand image. Or you say, no, you be unbiased. You present the two opinions. A research paper outline. An outline is, as we start, of course, a research is not only 5 body paragraphs. Okay, in research is, I said to you, pages. Research paper outline is a useful tool to aid in the writing process, providing a structure to follow with all information. So here I will write introduction, then I will move to the bodies, then I will move to the conclusion, and we will meet the outline next period. The inquiry and writing process is a process that includes making a plan, asking questions, finding answers, drawing conclusions, and writing about those conclusions. The process outlined here will provide a good roadmap to get you to the destination. Adapt this plan to see if it fits you, to be sure to critique the process at each step. If you don't feel ready to move on to the next step, double back and modify your research question again and dig for better resources. Ideas that change the world. So here, girls, if you want, you can open your book, literature book, on page 494. If you want to underline or if you want to highlight a part, 494, girls, from here. The inquiry and writing process. Are you with me, grade 10?
Yes.
Yes.
Ideas that change the world. Brainstorms. I'm thinking of ideas that had changed the world and I want to write about one of it. The printing press, refrigeration, the scientific method, evolution by nature selection, electronic communication, vaccination, the assembly line, capitalism, the automobile, the feminism, democracy. All of these are influential ideas, examples of influential ideas. Okay? So these general topics, are so general. Capitalism, it is a very broad topic. How can I talk about capitalism? How can I cover it? I cannot cover it. It needs books to cover capitalism. So these general topics will need to be narrow it down to a more specific subject. For example, electronic communication may be narrowed into the following. For example, if I want to write electronic is a broad topic, so no. Narrow it to radio, talk about radio or about television or telegraphy or satellite transmission or email. So narrow your topic. Conduct research to help you decide on more specific topic for your paper. So if I write about capitalism, you can start how capitalism started, for example. Not the capitalism, the whole of capitalism. These are websites, World History Matters. It's even written at your book. You can check them for resources. Okay? Then, next. Yes,
Mommy, can you tell me?
Next.
Yes, Dee.
How many papers are we supposed to write?
As you can. As you can. I will not ask you to write many pages because I'll check online. It will be so difficult for me. But you have to know that know that writing a research is papers. So up to your topic. So I'm not asking you for a number of pages, but I'm asking you to practice how to make. My aim is you practice how to make a research course. So now what did I do? I choose a topic. What is the topic? A narrow topic. If I want to talk about technology, I talk about email. Only email. Develop some research questions based on the goals of writing prompt. For now, your question should be more general. How did this invention impact the world? How did the invention of email impact the world? How it changed the world? Email. So, however, your question should become more specific as you conduct research. How email changed the world. After selecting your innovation and writing question, gather information. At the Media Center, consult various types of sources, books, as we said previous time, books, sources. We talk about sources that we discussed previous time, books, magazines, newspapers, professional journals. Many of these types of sources may be found on the internet as well or at the libraries. To locate a source, use these options. Number one, digital library catalog. So I can go to a digital catalog, like what? Like Wikipedia, as we said, encyclopedias. Use a library's online catalog to search by subjects. Why he wants you to search in a library? To teach you how to search, because now, girls, your topic is limited. I'll write about email, I'll write about it, so you can find it easily. But if you are writing a PhD, if you are writing a master, if you are writing a research in your field at college, it's difficult to find. So you will not find it easily. You have to search at books. So online you can find the library online, so you can find and search an online library. Use various keywords. So if I want to write about email, I'll use various keywords and combination. Emails at schools, emails at office, email at the establishment of email. I change the keywords of searching. I will not write only email and stop. It's when you want to find the lyrics for a song, you write the name of the song and next to it the lyrics of it, or the translation of it, if you want to be translated, if it's another language. And compare the types of results you get. Find books in your library for an online source, which might provide you with background about your word-changing idea. Because we are here discussing about a word-changing idea. And then I narrowed my topic, which was technology, feminism, capitalism, and this, and then I narrow it from technology to email. Then Reader's Guide to Periodical Literature, use this outline reference source, okay, and in this, hold here. To identify useful magazine or newspaper articles. What is this? I tried to open it, but it doesn't want to open it. I don't know why. Try it, girls. Try to open it and identify useful magazines and newspaper articles. Then, database. Database, you ask a librarian or a specialist or media specialist to recommend a database that can lead you to information that is relevant to the topic you are researching. Someone who would advise you to search about this topic at this place and this. Internet, the internet. My friend Google, type your keywords into a search engine to find articles and websites about your topic. The internet is also a great place to find videos of documentaries and television news choose on your topic. Okay? Wait a minute, Chris. Lots of distractions today. Okay, say good morning to them and go. Good morning. Okay, we continue. Sorry. We said the digital library, reader's guide, database, internet. Then what we discussed previous time, and this is our last point for today. It's on page 495, girls. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It's important, believe me. I do
Yes,
all the
miss.
talking now. It's important. Then I evaluate my source. Evaluating source is very important. Evaluate sources carefully to make sure the author or the creator is reliable. As we said, that I trust the author who has written this document and the information is unbiased. He is not taking a side of the research. So I will ask myself the following questions. Number one, who wrote it? Is the author an expert on the topic? Does he or she have advanced degree or experience in the field you are researching? So I can trust him. If yes, who wrote it is a doctor, a PhD holder. Yes, he is advanced. He has a degree. He is an expert in the field. So I can understand it's a credible source. I can trust them. Number two, what is the purpose? Websites that are trying to sell a product or make money may misrepresent or omit information to persuade viewers. So sites are not to trust easily. It is helpful to check the About tab on websites, so it is not for advertisements. Read evaluate the group's mission statement, which explains their goal. Consider how their mission will influence their interpretation of facts, how they will treat the facts, and could cause some content to be biased. In the same way, books or magazines published by political institutions may only present one side of an issue. Even books, if it's presented from or published by political institutions, may present only their side of view, or may look at the issue from a specific view of the word. Always check multiple sources, okay, with different points of view to verify the accuracy of data and to make sure one source is not omitting data that doesn't support their point of view. Also check for faulty reasoning. Include the following: faulty reasoning, incorrect premise or assumption, basing an argument on unproven opinions. He gives me an argument on unproven opinion. Incorrect premise or assumption. It is incorrect assumption. Number two, hasty generalization. Generalization is when I say all men are bad, all women are liars. This is generalization. I give one trait to everyone. A conclusion drawn from little data, and I met two men and these two men were liars, so I say all men are liars. No, this is generalization. When I say something, when I collect data for too little data and I apply it for everyone, it is called hasty generalization. General is the general and the aization is to make it general for everyone. So when I say generalization is when I say all, for example, all Indians have this red point. No, it is a generalization because not every one of them. But we can say that everyone breathes. We know that all human breathe. But in fact, in research, we cannot use hasty generalization. We cannot say everyone. We cannot say everybody, all of them. No, it is a conclusion drawn from too little data. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend medicine X. This is good. Here I didn't say all the doctors around the world recommend this medicine. 4 out of 5, 3 out of 4. Why? I am not applying it for everyone. I'm not making generalization. Either or, basing an argument on only 2 possible outcomes. Okay? Either global warming is caused by human actions or it is just a phase our planet is going through. So use either or. Okay?
So must
Do not.
writing.
Yes?
In writing, you should have like research, like Google or book.
Yes, but you have to trust it.
So like
For example,
like,
girls, for example, if you would like to write about the Palestinian-Israeli war, you will go and write it from an American website. Why? Because they will represent it only from their point of view. So you have to read the Palestinian point of view. You have to read the history that has been written by Arab historians.
yes.
Because if I am an American, I don't know about anything about Palestine, and I've heard that there is a war between Israel and Palestine, I might think that, oh, Palestine wants to take the land of Israeli people. Why? Because the media there says that. The books there says that. So someone who wants to be fair in his research, present both ideas, should read also from an Arab point of view.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
So either or here, on only 2 possible outcomes, more than 1 possible outcome. Then information must be current. It should be published recently, especially when it's about technology, about diseases. As we said previous time, if I would write about COVID-19, I cannot write. Research has been done in 2019. I have to read about 2021 because it's new. When was it written? Check the copyright here, especially when you write about technology. Okay? Here literature, I'm sorry guys, it is not here. In technology. So is it your copybook? Here is it. It's on page 496. Okay. When was it written? We stop at 496, girls. When was it written? It is how to evaluate my source. How to evaluate my source? As we said previous time, credibility, I have to trust the author. Reliability, I have to rely on the author and trust him. And gather data from more than one source to get sure, to be aware of all the points of view. And the date, current. I want a current, has been written recently. You understand, girls? All of that, what are we doing, teacher? We are preparing ourselves to write a research. Why, teacher, you care a lot about it? Because you will use it a lot at college, not this year only. And what we take at school will help me for the rest of my life, girls. Not only for this year, not only for the mark for this year. That's why I care a lot about the research. As I said hundreds of times, research is #1 writing and universities. You will make lots of research. If you will make a map. Yes, dear.
Uh, Usually when they assign you like to write research paper, like do they give you enough amount of
Again,
gather
dear, I'm
information?
sorry.
Do they give you enough amount of time? Because to
Yes,
gather the
we will not take another kind of writing. This is the last writing we have this year, till the end of the year.
Miss,
Yes, Reem.
will you assign a topic for us to write about?
No, that's why I give you. That's why I give you how to choose a topic. because I will not assign a specific topic for you. I want you to search deep inside and you find what you really want to write about. What are you aware of, or what you want to be more aware of? I was, when I was, no, not your age, Jenny, 5 years older than you, I joined a workshop in the university. It was about languages and this in English. So we were asked to write research. So I chose a research about World War II. And then I found myself stuck. In order to understand World War II, I had to read about World War I, and I had to read about Hitler. I still remember till today what I read 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I still remember now. I had to read about World War I. I had to read about Hitler. I had to read about the Europe map to understand. And after that, I started reading about World War II. The reason, the countries, the Axis and the Allies, how they moved, how they did. What I spent months, because the internet at that time was not like now at all. In order to get one topic, I spent an hour to get one topic. So it took me for like 3 months of working for one research. One research took me 3 months to cover everything, because it was a project that I have to make to graduate from this workshop or from this course. It was a very heavy job. It took me months to do it. So that's why I'm telling you, this is number one. Work at college is to write research. So practice from now. So inshallah, in college you find yourself an expert in writing. I want you to be free to search what you want to write about. Give me ideas next time. Yes, dear.
Do we start writing it today or?
No, gather ideas. What is the topic? I want you to, next time, that's what I was going to say, Layan. Next time, I want you to tell me, teacher, I will write about this and this and this.
Okay.
Because he said to you, the first step is to discuss your topic with your professor or your teacher. Okay?
Yes.
Done?
Thank you.
Yeah, see you tomorrow, guys.
See you.
Bye.
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 Bye, miss.
Goodbye.